Being alone is the cheat code to raising your income, having financial freedom, and pretty much everything you want to get in life. I'm speaking from my own personal experience because this summer when I was running my multiple businesses that generated me 10 to 15K a month each month for three back-to-back months going into the months that I'm in right now, including October, at 17-year-olds in high school, being alone is the main factor that is what allowed me to achieve that income level and is what allowed me to pretty much live the lifestyle that I'm living right now at such a young age. And I'm not saying I'm living such a really big lavish lifestyle, but making almost 15K every single month from May to now, running multiple businesses at 17 years old, it kind of does allow me to live a little bit better than the average 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And I will say being alone really contributed to, I would say, probably about 95% of that success. So getting into the first point, or really just that first point about it. So I believe from May to August, I had minimal contact with my friends, damn near family. I cut off all the girls I was talking to and really just cut off some of the toxic friendships that I had. The reason I did this, you might be like, Ja, why would you do that? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? My main reason for doing that was because they were distractions. I didn't have Instagram on my phone. I didn't have TikTok on my phone. I think my screen time was I think it was the lowest that it's ever been on the months where I was making the most money. I promise you that. The months that I was making the most amount of money, I think I had maybe 3 or 4 hours of screen time per day. And I'm pretty sure it was really just on ChatGPT because I was trying to ask it questions about how to scale my current businesses. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that's a really big point that I'm going to harp on, and I'm pretty sure that I've harped on in previous videos, and I will continue to speak on in later videos that are more to come. But your phone is probably, I would say, it's your biggest tool, and it's definitely your biggest distraction. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it may be, it's so easy to get pulled into it, sucked into it, and it's so easy for you to get captured in that stuff, and it's so easy for it to really draw you away from your true potential. When I was being alone, when I was really only focused on myself, not worried about girlfriends, kind of my homies, to be honest, even friends and family. Of course, you still worry about your friends and family to a certain extent, but I was really focused on me and how I'm going to change my life. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to hand you $1 million, $10 million, $100 million. You have to go out and you have to work for it for yourself. I knew that I wanted to raise my income level. I knew that there was stuff that I wanted to pretty much be able to do in life, achieve, purchase, etc. And I'm still on that same wavelength. I currently don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I don't have anything like that. I'm not alone in a sense, but I'm detached from social media in that sense. I don't have social media on my phone to where it can distract me from my true purpose. You would be surprised on how much more you could get done when you don't have the ability to doom scroll and get sucked in every single day. It's such a beneficial thing to do because it opens up so much time in your day so that way you can get so much more done throughout your day, week, month, year, etc. Like I said, going back to when I was making the high, while I'm still making the higher income, the main thing that pretty much got me there again was being alone. I didn't have the distractions pulling me away from my business every single day. I was able to log in, put in the work, put my head down, and just work. You know what I'm saying? And of course, during this time of doing it, it wasn't the most fun because there are some days where I'd rather be outside hanging out with my friends or maybe on a 2-man or something, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with a girl. But the fact of the matter is, after I had put in that work, put in the time and all that, the girls were still there, my homies were still there, and on the bright side, I had way more money. You know what I'm saying? So who doesn't like that? And that pretty much came from me locking myself in my room for a couple months or really just locking in on my businesses that allowed me to make the income that I'm making right now. And it's pretty much going great. Of course, I'm not saying I'm also better than everybody or also I'm making this amount of money, I'm this great. Because to be honest, I'm nowhere where I want to be in life right now. I'm still, every day is still a journey, every day is still a grind. I still do mess up, I'm not perfect. There are still days where I don't live up to my fullest potential, but it's really about how you bounce back and really keep compounding and getting stuff done. That's what I got for you in today's video. I really want you to understand that if you can just lock in on yourself for a couple of months, your life can completely change. It only took 4 months for my life to really change. I'm a completely different person than I was 4 to 5 months ago, and that really all attributes to me locking in on myself and me locking in on my life and my future. You know what I'm saying? So I challenge you to do the same exact thing. To be honest, it really shouldn't even be a challenge if you're really that serious about taking that next step and leveling up your life so that way you can do pretty much whatever you want to do in your life. So that's all I got for you in today's video. If you liked, drop a singular thumbs up. Bro, I don't be cutting anything out these videos. Sometimes I be talking too fast. I get my words like jumbled up and stuff like that. But drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section if you did like this video. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to just tune in on my other videos because I'm dropping so much free sauce for you guys because I want to help you guys out and overall just raise up your standard of living and just help you live a better life. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.